We mostly cover Marvel news, leaks, plots, theories, rumors, and updates, but from time to time, we're going to dabble in the DC universe as well, and some TV shows that you guys find interested. Welcome to the multiverse, everybody. Jimmy here, and today we have some very interesting leaks revolving the new Batman in the new DCU. It's actually pretty interesting to think about, and right when I started making this video, there was another leak or theory that came out talking about another actor that could be playing Batman, and it's actually pretty shocking. So I'll share that with you guys as well. But this one seems to have a little bit of traction. Do me a favor. Make sure you guys are subscribed. If you like daily Marvel updates and DC updates and anything in the multiverse, make sure you're subscribed with that bell and those notifications fully turned on. And welcome again, maybe if you're here for the second time, to the multiverse. So first, we have to start with the state of live-action Batman. It's a little weird right now. The DCU reset means Ben Affleck is out of the Dark Knight. He's out of the picture. So we have to have a new actor filling the role long-term. But we all know, that the new DCU Batman is not going to be played by Ben Affleck or any past Batman. And we also know that it's going to be somebody other than Robert Pattinson, because that's an entirely different version that will coexist outside of the DCU, which is a little weird, but the extended universe is a thing. So Matt Reeves' Batman franchise will live on. It's not going to be affected by the main DCU story that James Gunn is starting to tell. So Batman's new DCU introduction will presumably happen in the movie The Brave and the Bold. It will reportedly be about the whole Bat family instead of just focusing on Bruce Wayne, which will be an interesting dynamic for live action. We haven't really done that before in a real good way. I think that's really a good way to go to kind of freshen things up. The last time we got a live action Bat family, it was in the infamously terrible Batman and Robin movie from 1997. So like I said, they haven't really done it in a good way. There have been a lot of fan castings for the DCU's Batman, but according to a new report, Glenn Powell has actually signed the contract, inked the dotted line, and will be the Dark Knight in James Gunn's universe. Now, Glenn Powell made some interesting comments recently about he theoretically would have a wild take on a live-action Batman, but also has not publicly said anything about whether or not he's booked to play the role anywhere. It was just a very suspicious thing for an actor to say at a random time, especially since he was one of the most popular fan castings for the role. So if you don't know who Glenn Powell is, let me get you familiar with the name. You've probably seen his movies. He was Hangman in Top Gun Maverick and Thor in the Expendables 3. Also, if you grew up with the Spy Kids movies, he was the arena host in Spy Kids 3, in case you never caught that. And I guess he was also in Twisters, but you probably already knew about that one. I feel like Spy Kids was more important. I think he was also, wasn't he in The Dark Knight? Wasn't he somebody... Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was at one of the banquets or something like that. Very, very quick, but I think he's been in a Batman movie as well. Now, physically, Glenn Powell fits the Bruce Wayne role perfect. He's in great shape, is in his mid-30s, more than capable of playing the tough leader while also being caring and charismatic. He could absolutely kill it as Bruce Wayne, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of people that are on the fence about him as an actor, but everything I've seen him in, he's been really, really good. And he's in his mid-30s, which is super important because they're rebooting this entire franchise. They have to go younger with their characters because they want longevity. They want this thing to be like the Marvel universe. They want it to be in sagas and 10 years and 15 and 20. So you kind of have to invest in the front end on the younger people to make all that work. Now, fan reaction to the leak, like I said, it's been mixed. Some fans saying they would love to see his take on Batman and Bruce. Others are very skeptical. I've seen a lot of people say he just doesn't have the range for that role. And I've seen other people say it's a pretty safe casting, meaning he'll get the job done, but won't really be anything special. But then again, do you remember how they raked Robert Pattinson through the coals in the beginning when he was actually cast? We're talking, this guy was just roasted across the internet. And guess what? He ended up being the Bat, whatever you want to call him, and he's absolutely doing a phenomenal role, and everybody deems him as Batman. So early, opinions don't necessarily mean anything in the long run. Now, other fans are saying it was a huge missed opportunity, and they would rather that Glenn Powell play Booster Gold in the DCU, which, now that I think about, he would actually make a really, really good Booster Gold. You know who else would make a good Booster Gold. I'm just going to put this out there. Homelander, I'm just going to say it. He would. But yeah, Glenn Powell would definitely play a good Booster Gold, who is going to be in the DCU as well. Now, I want to throw my own fan casting theory of a Batman. And I'm going to go, and I'm going to put him up on the screen here. Let me know what you think. David Boreanaz. I hope I said his name right. He was Agent Booth on the show Bones. I think he would be 1,000% perfect as an older, more seasoned Bruce Wayne, which is presumably what James Gunn is maybe thinking. I mean, but then again, he may be too old. I think he's 55. But then again, Hugh Jackman's 55 and he's going to be playing Wolverine in the MCU till he's 90. That's already been confirmed by Deadpool himself. But then that goes directly against what I just said on they have to do a fresh kind of new reset with their actors and get some longevity out of these people. But if you're going with an older seasoned Batman to go with the kind of younger Superman, then that could be the way to go. Then again, I don't get paid the big bucks, so I don't really get a say in how the casting actually works. I think Glenn Powell could do well. If he owned the role and he really got into it, I think he could do it. But I don't know. Batman is a really hard role to cast. It's the same with Superman, same with characters like Wolverine. I mean, think Iron Man, Captain America. Those are legacy characters that you attach to certain ones. And we've had so many Batman that it's really hard. It's hard to win over the hearts of true fans when it comes to these characters. They hold them near and dear, and they are very, very select on who they want to play those parts. And when you get into actors and actresses that act like they know the source material, but they don't, I'm not going to call anybody out, I'm just going to say Star Wars acolyte, then it can get really, really dicey really quick, and it can be kind of burned up before it even gets going. So you have to watch that too. You have to make sure that they actually are a fan of that character, or it's going to shine through in a big, big way. And I told you guys there was another fun fan casting or theory going around, or leaks or rumors, and I have to say it because it would be really cool. I don't think it's going to happen, but there is a thought floating around the internet that Hayden Christensen is in talks to be the new DCU Batman. I'm not going to go any farther in depth on that. I want you to let that permeate, let it soak in, think about it for a few minutes, and then give me your comments in the comment section, because would it be really cool? Absolutely. Could we get Batman to pull out a lightsaber? Probably not, but Hayden Christensen has the range and has the passion. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll make a video of that down the road if that rumor continues to circulate and actually gain more traction. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you soon.